Hello, sewing people of the internet. In this video, I'm going to show you two ways to insert a zipper into the field of a piece of... I'm going to show you two ways to insert a zipper into a piece of fabric, into something like a bag, a backpack, messenger bag, that kind of thing. And I'm going to explain why I don't ever use this method. Before I explain these two methods, I just want to point out that I don't know everything, and it's possible that my reasons for not liking this method, I don't even know what the name of it is, but the reasons I don't like it may be partly due to my own ignorance or inability to pull it off well, and maybe somebody who knows more than me can do it better and might alleviate my concerns about it. So if you have that knowledge and want to share it in the comments, please post a comment below. And also, my use of zippers is pretty particular to the kinds of things that I make. What you make may be different. There may be a circumstance where this is the best option, and it's probably a good idea to know how to do it. This video isn't going to be a great tutorial on how to do this particular method. If you search YouTube for inserting a zipper, you'll probably find plenty of information. To start with, I marked the width of the opening I needed to cut for the zipper I'm using. There might be a more precise way to do this, but this is how I did it. Next, I drew additional lines a 1/4 inch away from the first line. For the size zipper I was using, I used a 1/4 inch measurement to give me a 1/2 inch opening. This will vary depending on the width of your zipper. And last, I marked the angled lines to make the flaps that I'll fold away at the ends. And then I cut a slit along the first line and cut out the angled lines on each end. Hi! After a brief interruption, I used double-sided tape to fold down the seams where I cut the slit. Sometimes it's helpful to have an assistant when removing the paper from the double-sided tape. And no, I didn't let him keep chewing on that piece of paper. I know it's probably not good for him. For this project, I decided to use my Bernina Record 830. This one, it's not great. It's a great machine, but it was quite neglected, and you'll hear it. It still needs some love. Those corners are why I never use this method. For the other method, I'm making zipper extensions or zipper tabs to extend the zipper to the end of the fabric that I'm using. And I'm just cutting these out of scrap pieces of fabric. They just need to be wider than the zipper and long enough that when they're folded over, they'll reach the edge of the fabric. Since I'm just making a mock-up as an example, I don't need to make any careful measurements, but if this were an actual panel that were going into a bag or something, then I would need to take careful measurements and use the proper fold over and seam allowance to make sure that the panel came out to the right size after the zipper was installed. So that's a quick look at two ways to insert zippers. I much prefer using the method where I make zipper extensions or zipper tabs. And you could theoretically make these as long as, if you wanted an 8-inch zipper opening inside something that was 5 feet long, you could theoretically make zipper tabs that went all the way out. That might not be the look you want. I can't think of a circumstance where I would do something like that. But again, I don't know everything. And you know, if you have a 5-foot wide piece of fabric that you need an 8-inch zipper opening in the very middle of it, then this method might be the best. In case I haven't made it clear, my big problem with this method is how these corners never get completely caught. There's always that little raw edge there. I've seen this done in commercial manufactured things. I've seen lots of pictures on the internet where people have used this method, and it seems like that's always the case. So again, if you know a way to accomplish this in a way that does not leave that raw corner exposed, please let us know. I hope you got something useful out of that. If you have questions or comments, post them in the comment section below. If you like what I do here, I'd love it if you would subscribe to my channel. Clicking like really helps, and if you really want to help me out, you can buy a t-shirt or other merchandise. You'll see a shelf below and a link in the description where you can buy merchandise. Thanks very much for watching. See you next time.